Hey there, it's Critter here, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on drawing JerryP. This was requested to me by my friend because she wanted to know how to draw the character, how I draw him. So I'll be doing that today. This is my first time doing this, so if I seem a bit nervous, yeah, I am a bit nervous because I've never done a tutorial before. So I hope you like it, and I'll try to explain things best I can. So, as you can tell, I already have some pictures of it because I like to use a reference if I'm going to draw a character that isn't my own. That way I can make sure I get it right. I usually stick to, like I'll have it on a separate layer, and then I'll have a layer over that, so then I can draw with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rough sketch first of the character. I usually have it lighter so that it's not an issue with that. See, this is important because the direction of what this faces shows which way your character is facing. So right here where it shows like that. So it shows which way they're facing. Sometimes if you get it where it's not where you like it, you can adjust it. So where I like to start is I usually do like the eyes. And she went her waving, so I'll be doing it like that. And she has her curly hair. And make sure you get those. Sometimes I mess up. And they have these little squiggly, so it's a lot like that when you do it. And the Jerrys usually have this line down with the connects to their mouth to their body. And it's usually like a smooth shape here. And then it ends on like where it kind of goes out. And following that, it kind of curves around here. And I'll put her hands so she's moving. Even her fingers are kind of have this loop-de-loop. I'm just going to draw it like this. And I'll edit it. To include the loops. And then I'll make her gills. And she's based on Kingo. She has these gills that, you know, like a lot of kids. These vary. You can make it sharp or smooth. Like with her, it's more rounded. So, and I usually adjust that since I don't draw them like super well. a whole ton on the way it looks because I figure I'm going to be editing it later. This is just the initial, so it's not like the way it's going to stay. And I usually copy and paste. The third one I usually draw just separate, just because I don't usually like how it turns out. So I'll make adjustments there as well. The perspective tool can sometimes help with specific adjustments. These ones were maybe a little bit big, so I'll adjust that. Oh, I forgot to mention, sometimes it'll do it on a separate layer, so just merge that to your original. That way it's all on one instead of being on separate layers and making things confusing. And then I usually copy and paste these, and I'll flip it around. And I'll use a perspective tool to give them, to kind of change the angle so they look more like they're from that side of the face. Okay, and make sure to have the line continue down. This one just down here, since usually the Jerry's, they have it where you don't see their feet, so by the pictures I've seen anyway. Okay, so once you have your initial, then you can go to a new layer and make sure it's on top of that one, and put one more layer and put it beneath everything, and put some kind of dark color, since the Jerry's usually they're usually glowing, so I usually put a dark color. And I'll hide this for right now. So to make the glow, you would use white and outline it as such. a little bit faster done than usual because I'm trying to make this short, which I'm probably not succeeding at, but I'm trying to make it shorter so it's more just showing how to do it. Because usually these take a very long time for me to make. So once you have your outline, then you want a new layer underneath that. And you'll pick your colors. I like using the eyedropper tool to pick the colors. And then I just adjust them a little bit more on my preference. I'll put down it so it's more transparent. And like if you're using it transparent, you want to make sure you get the full drawing time, because if you go over the color again, it'll make it darker and then it'll leave lines and stuff if you and it'll look kind of scribbly. It can be fixed, but it's not preferable. So I just try to get it like this. I'm coloring it in because if I use the paint bucket tool, then it's just going to do it the full color and it won't have it more transparent like. I think it kind of breaks the effect, so. Because with this you can add like a background with like stars or stuff like that, which I often see like different ones like that where they have like a background behind them. And the gills will be a bit different because I'll go over them twice. Like I'm just going over this once with the color. I'll show you the ring in a moment. Okay, so like if I pick the gill color, I might pick it. So I'll do that. Because they aren't as transparent, so I put another timer, as you can see what I'm doing here. And don't forget this part. Just gonna do that so it fits. And then I'll do the eyes. Go over them twice as well, so it's darker. If you have gaps like I do, you can sometimes use the blurring tool to fix them. Sometimes it doesn't, so then you can select a specific color and kind of fix that without it overlapping it. If it's already overlapped, it's kind of hard to fix, so I use like the blur tool to kind of fix it. And then if you want the glow effect, you put down the thing and you put down the contrast, make it less opaque, and you have it just a bit bigger than your outline. Make sure you're on the outline tab and put it to white, and then you go over it essentially. And it creates this nice glow look. You just want to continue that on maybe outline. In drawing the Jerrys, a lot of times the lines overlap each other. I didn't really do that with the gills, but that's usually how they have it. it's pretty much complete, but if you want to add shading, I usually have it just a little bit less, not completely. And I'll go on the one I used for the background color. I'll select that color and put it just a bit darker. You can leave shading like this, but I prefer to use the blurring tool. So that it just kind of melds together better. You can also do this with lighting. Since she's already glowing, I don't think it needs extra lighting. I guess if you're gonna make it like shiny, you can add like white or stuff like that. Depending on your light source, where it's coming from, that's where the shadows will be. Like, say the light source is above her, so it would be on the bottom of the hairs. I kind of just add this extra shadow just because I like the way it looks. It's not necessarily how shadows work, but I think it looks nice. And you want to make sure you get the arm too. I usually hide the initial sketch layer. And if you want to add a little bit of flare, you can add some stars. I like to do it on the background. Pick a different color. The only thing is if it's transparent, it kind of makes it harder. You can also blur it a bit. And there you go. Oh, and if you want to add text, you just go to text. It seems to only have like one type, so unless I could be mistaken. You can change color. I usually adjust size afterwards, because it never really does it the way I want it to, and it adds this border. I don't know why it does that. If anybody knows why it does that, could they maybe have it in the comments, because I don't know. And put it where I want it. There we go. That's JerryP.